Unidas! Familias Unidas! Familias Unidas! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Se puede! ¡Se puede!
I remember I was home for spring break or something, and I was hanging out with my nephew who's 6 years old. He's half black, half Mexican, and he was learning about Abe Lincoln in school. And my nephew asked me if slavery still exists. And I just told him, yeah, it does, but it looks like this.
Nosotros los campesinos, la única arma que tenemos para pelear contra estas compañías grandes,
the only weapon that we farm workers have to fight against these big corporate businesses
es haciendo boycott.
is doing boycotts.
When you listen to folks on the front lines, when you listen to people who are dealing with these issues head on, like they have the answers to their problems. And it wasn't up to an NGO, it wasn't up to the Department of Labor, it wasn't up to the farm even to say, this is what the correct working conditions look like. Like farm workers know what their conditions are and they know how to make them better.
Boycott!
I had heard that they were selling Driscoll's berries at the UW campus stores where they sell food. And so my first feeling was like, okay, how do we get these berries off campus? Because I know there's a boycott campaign happening. And so that's how I started organizing around it and getting connected with the farm workers. So my application for the fellowship was really rooted in being able to provide resources to the farm workers. For me, using those funds to pay for gas mileage or to help put on events. Really, one of the first things I did with the fellowship money was go out and buy like really good water-resistant paint and make a bunch of signs for informational pickets and create a huge banner that we would be able to use at the May Day March. You know, I mean, these things are not cheap, and people's time is important and it's valuable. And I think a lot of the fellowship money that I received was really, I mean, it was a catalyst to really doing this work statewide.
Jessica es la coordinadora nacional del Boycott de Driscoll's, ayudando con Familias Unidas.
When we were going from one small farm to the largest berry company in the world, we're kind of like, all right, well, this has to turn into a national and even international campaign. So quickly, over time, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a lot of my proposal was like, this work is going beyond the university. This is a Seattle-wide, statewide boycott, national boycott.
Aquí estoy en San Francisco con un nuevo comité. ¡Sí se puede! 80,000 trabajadores salen de huelga. Familias Unidas, Unión Independiente en el estado de Washington. ¡Lucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha! ¡Sakuma!
The pressure worked. In early September 2016, I don't know what kind of negotiations happened with Sakuma and Driscoll's, but basically Sakuma finally said, okay, we will allow your workers to unionize. I'm really happy to see that the farm workers finally have what they deserve.
Muchísimas gracias por apoyar por nuestros derechos. En junio vamos a trabajar bajo nuestro primer contrato de unión. In June we will be working under our first union contract. Así es que sí se puede.